Okay. Small setback, but it's okay. Update's done, so now we just need to go into the game. We're in immersive storytelling. I did a little bit of recon while I was waiting for the other one to update, and I can't do anything until I finish immersive storytelling.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Mobile Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltus lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
Yeah.
Proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Dorothy, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the hollow. You
Okay.
can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists.
Yeah.
By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
I'll have to think about that. I do remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough. Please don't punish Captain Magus.
She's not the most soft-spoken. But Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me. And her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Yeah.
I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
No, not
If
exactly.
you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy, how many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows.
Yep.
This grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
You...
Oh?
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
Eh. To the Major General tent is beyond this tunnel. Please and head to the soldier to the Major General tent on the other side of the tunnel.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Wi-Fi Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Wi-Fi Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Wise.
Welcome to Wi-Fi Peninsula, Ambassador Wise.
I've been in Wi-Fi Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Ah, Yunque Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
Wise was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. He's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunque Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And
Excuse me?
as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Wise is only here to assist Obel Squad. This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command.
Can I punch him in the
All part
face?
of the agreement to keep the city council from meddling with our military affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula, which, I imagine, suits you just fine.
Of course.
Ugh.
Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well, then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance, so I'm afraid I can't escort Wise to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now.
I don't want.
Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Wise's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Right.
Major General, the mayor and Yunque Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Wi-Fi Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Mr. Ambassador.
I'm really sorry, Wise. You came here to help, and this is how you're treated. No worries, Sole. I'll hack their systems later and fiddle around a little bit to inconvenience them just a small bit. Life in the military comes with its fair share of rules and restrictions. Major General was decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago, and was promoted to general after its fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. It'd be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities and access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. The truth behind it? To be exact, the cause behind my squall's failure back then. Magus has always been concerned about it. I'm getting off track, but the point is, you can count on us. Whether it's Oboe Squad or any other Obsidian Division soldier, we'll give everything to protect you. Thank you. After briefing you on the military officer, Charlotte takes her leave. Talk about rude. Are all the Defense Force generals this unpleasant? Restrictions on going out and contacting the outside world. I might as well be a prisoner. But if we're just going back... If we're just going back down to rest at Swabian Temple, we shouldn't be stopped, right? I don't think so. I don't think we'll be stopped, but here's to hoping, you know. Sorry, orders from above, you're not allowed to leave. I don't know who you are, but there's no argument to be had. Orders are orders. The argument draws the attention of several nearby soldiers. Comrade, Rise is a special envelope sent by the mayor. Show some respect. The mighty Mr. Wise got taken down a notch. I'm just following orders. Following orders is a soldier's duty. I understand where this soldier's coming from. I hope you understand, Crimson Gloom. Okay, so that means I can't go anywhere then, right? Because, like, life? Right? I can leave, though, right? Damn immersive storytelling thing. This has 9 hours left. I need to do 2 and 3. This is bogus.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
No significant change in pulse. And your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
What?
Since you already see me as a villain, it's only natural I've learned how to avoid torture, right?
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but interrogating the Mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
So to explain the Major General's order said.
Temporarily restricting the Proxy's movements and communications. What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious faith locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
That's just... so...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Phaethon would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Oboe Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
Yeah.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions of their electronics.
There's no point in fighting it, so you allow a soldier to fasten the tracker. More like an electronic shackle to your ankle. Thanks to the Defense Force's signal jamming, the only wireless frequencies still functioning in White Peninsula are military ones. For now, at least, say farewell to the friends anxiously waiting on
Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the Squad.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for all of you. If temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keeps the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe, I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
It's fine. Comms and our movement restricted things are definitely tricky. Luckily, I can still reach out to Bell and Barry through the HDD without the Defense Force noticing. I'm thinking about this. Proxy, don't look so down. It's time for Obel's regular equipment maintenance. Come with us. Is that okay? Do you agree, Captain Magnus? Making sure our tech folks have reliable gear is crucial, so if you want to drop by, Proxy, go right ahead. Really? I mean, I couldn't detect any gear on the Proxy, but I couldn't shake this strange feeling. Like the Proxy had some sort of device that feels oddly familiar. Don't worry, Proxy. She can be a bit hard to follow at times, but when it comes to tech, you can always count on her. It's just a routine maintenance check. Come on, Proxy. Stop being so wishy-washy. All the squad's all here. Alright, time to start our routine maintenance. Inspector on duty, squad member C. First up for inspection, Mercury. Here. Hope we've got anything wrong with it. Gotta remember to get those parts replaced. Kobe can't hear me on the radio during the operation. I'm gonna kick your butt. Aye aye. Except it triggers sniper rifle. Counting on you again, Seed. I only need one look to tell your weapon's in flawless shape. Just as always, Trigger. A sniper's weapon is their soul on the battlefield, after all. Boring. Now it's Orphe and Captain Magnus' turn. Let's get this straight. You're not laying a finger on me. Calm down, Captain. Quit swinging around my tail. Your exoskeleton is in good shape overall, Orphe, but your tail shows way more wear. No doubt due to the Captain's reckless fighting style. And Captain gives it her all in combat. I'll try to stay in sync with Orphe's movements. As for Captain Magnus, you're using that nitro fuel oil again, aren't you? Steve can't stand that smell pouring out of your gun barrel. Whoa. Are you seriously attacking your captain's dental hygiene? And finally, it's your turn, Proxy. Where should I start? Straight into the Proxy's eyes, impossible as it seems, it almost feels like she can see right through to the HDD. But that can't be possible, right? Your eyes are crystal clear, Proxy. All systems good. Inspection complete. You're just looking for an excuse to stare into the Proxy's eyes. Now that everyone's finished their equipment checks, you're dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear's serviced at the armory. Hey, Proxy, don't forget to look after your eyes, too. She knows. You confirm that the military really is restricting your freedom and movement with Obel Squad. Then you return to the tent to rest. The tent offers some cover from the soldier's gaze, and reestablishing the connection with the HDD brings a small sense of relief.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as his sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Alright, you two, enough arguing. I'm just a pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Save your useless sympathy, First Assistant. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Wise can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
Send over the data from my eyes right away.
I saw some new data with my eye implant in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Wise, just like always.
Alright.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Obel Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Wise.
Will do. The bed makes you feel so boring. You hardly rest well that night, but as with all things, it eventually passes. A commotion rises from the outpost beyond the tent. That's Orpheus and Seed voices. Let's go check out what's happening. Is this the little one you brought back from Valhalla? Yes, Captain. The Bangu squad seems to have been attacked. I received the Bangu's distress signal and rushed over. What? What about the soldiers in that squad? They were all lying covered in blood. I mean, but not breathing kind of lying there. Let's pay our respects. This Bangu probably recorded what happened when they ran into the enemy, but it's badly damaged. Do we have any technicians at base? I'm a technician. Proxy, you know how to fix a Bangu? Please help this little guy. I'll leave it to you, Proxy. You. The video footage is restored and images from the inside the hollow stream out through the Bangbo's data port.
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there? Hey, look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma! Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms? They're coming closer. And their arms!
Gunshots crying out from a distance.
We're under attack! Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock. Oh, is it the Exaltus troops in disguise?
gunfires echo around.
No, they emerged from the miasma. They're definitely not alive. What
The beep.
are we seeing the dead in broad daylight? Ethereal or monster, just take them too. Reporting in. We've got casualties. We've got another wave of hostiles.
This is the first time I've seen somebody beep after the whole hotel event. The gunfire and voices gradually fade away, and everything returns to silence. White noise grows louder, skipping ahead.
It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like a resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
Ugh. The footage ends abruptly here. The mango recording the data seemingly couldn't hold on any longer. This was just coming out of the miasma. They looked like the dead brought back to life. The dead? But they're dressed in military gear from the old capital, stuff from 11 years back. If they truly are the dead returned, how could they be the ghosts of old soldiers if they're shooting at their own squad mates? Still, the fact that these creatures take on the form of former Defense Force soldiers means their creator, the enemy's knowledge of the Defense Force, might be beyond our imagination. Besides, yesterday's recon mission went perfectly. We didn't let any cultists escape, so there's no way the cultists would be aware of our progress. We need to report this to Isolde. Let's go, Proxy. Isolde! The enemies oversaw you brief Isolde on what you saw on the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation? So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
How could someone ignore the Colonel's
So
orders?
if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you. Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Something's telling me
Yes, Captain Magus.
that they probably already know that we're
I'm about
coming.
to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy, and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please don't betray the trust that people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Obel never fails a mission.
Each person has two main objectives. First, to gather intel on the miasma shoulders. Second, to eliminate key Exaltus bases. Get ready to move out, and a surprise attack every second counts. Obel squad, move out. I gotta do this, cause... Oh, I could've did a prepare first. It would have been a break. Oh well, I'll just focus on everything after the fact. Because it's 9 hours. It's not like I'm going to be here for more than 9 hours.
The unexpected deployment of forces beyond Isolde's plan has put the Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist core members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
Captain Magus, you sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. She's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Obel Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I understand. So please believe me. When I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
The Defense Force people are here.
Yeah. Who goes there?
A fight you've never imagined.
Blocking the way to the Creator.
The Creator will not forgive them.
Our sacrifice will pave the way for our Master's return.
Recalibrating.
You're in my... Not over yet! Am I keeping up,
One shot, one kill.
Circle them!
Increasing firepower output.
Thanks to your bless. It's witnessing the Creator's true form from the world. This device on Earth complete. The remaining intelligence needs to be obtained elsewhere. Not actually killed soldiers, but those ones emerging from the miasma were wearing 11-year-old uniforms, and they died protecting you, Eridu. These Exalted scum, how dare they desecrate the honor of the fallen soldiers? Unforgivable. That's happened here on the guard, but then what they see is a sight of Allied uniforms.
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Isolde's orders, aside from Obel Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid this base.
Isolde may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltus to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right. And we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltist's attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltist's main base.
Damn it. It's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in the Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important? I may be a rookie, but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier. Answer me. Has the Exaltist's base been completely cleared?
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Bunch of fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly. Opal soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Opal, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus!
Ugh. Why am I not surprised? You know?
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions!
What the fuck are you?
Second-rate troops sure surprisingly good at messing things up.
Sacrifices? Sacrifices?
This an ambush. We've already failed half of the mission's objective.
Hopefully we can still find some useful...
Encrypted documents detected on the device accessing. We may be working with Porcelumex, but they aren't exactly saints. They'd sacrifice everything for profit. The soldiers didn't die protecting the city. The truth is, the file ends here without warning. There's a record of the hardware being moved, but the missing data cannot be retrieved. Damn it. Of all the places the data had to be missing at the most crucial part, the soldiers didn't die protecting the city. Just what have these Exaltists learned? It's nothing but a distraction they planned on purpose to mislead us. Still, it's clear the Exaltist remnants were spooked by the Major General's unit acting so recklessly. That's why they moved the key data early. Guess we have no choice but to press on. Yeah, we have no choice but to press on.
Elite targets have appeared!
What kind of fight Opal Squad's been waiting for?
Press the advantage. Adjusting for wind.
Oops, I can't really control my strength.
The target's exposed. My bullets are one with the wind. Target locked.
Give him a full salvo, CC here.
All in one. You're a little bit
Everything
slow,
is
baby.
moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Huh? Who are you?
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad Isolde spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said. You're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. The person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the reception banquet for the Porcelumex safety inspection.
Reception banquet? For a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway... we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This gentleman is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please. The title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being here. You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
What better to learn than Luca without from the phone?
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
Yeah. The reason they were here.
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. Porcelumex's other executive had previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why they're here.
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness, Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obel's mission continues. Everyone,
Probably
keep
trying to
pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
cover everything up
Yes, Captain Magus.
for profit. Somewhere in the Layman Hall and illuminated by flickering candlelight. Great overseer. The defense force took the bait just as planned, and they're feeling pretty proud of themselves. Perfect. They wasted enough time on meaningless distractions, and that foolish general thinks he's already claimed enough victories. They won't be throwing major forces at us anymore, though the price was nothing more than a few necessary sacrifices. They died for their faith, Overseer. Besides, the troops you brought back from the underworld were a huge help. Soldiers fighting soldiers. It's cruel, really. Still, if it's for the right cause, then even you and I must be willing to give our lives. Absolutely, if that greater purpose is an audience with the Creator. I know you have your other attentions, but you'll still open the path to the Creator, won't you? Right, Overseer? I've wandered in confusion along this path more than once, but the whispers I've heard were true, without a doubt. Once I've achieved my goal, I'll open the path to the Creator for you. Which means your sacrifice and mine are justified. But Phaethon is with the Defense Force right now, and with that one's a real handful, not the type to let things go easily. And that elite squad of theirs has been a serious thorn in our side. I've noticed that youngster may be an unexpected variable, but I've already seen the course for how their tale unfolds. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. Your arrangements are reasonable. May the Creator refine us. What is going on? Come on, let's go, let's go, come on. Cheers and laughter echo from the military camp, which has been so quiet the past few days. Why is the defense boys stay so nice? What's going on? Let's ask around and see what the soldiers know. What was it? Hostile squad? Thanks to the brilliant leadership of the Mayor General and Judge Jeremy took it an easy victory. Sure, you didn't land the big win, but you still played a part. Stay silent. Hey, and what's with that look? We're celebrating our victory here. Don't be such a buzzkill, okay? Welcome back, Envoy. I've been waiting here just to make sure you return safely. You're really laying it on thick, huh? Such modesty. Still, if you're acting on behalf of the mayor in defense force matters, I'm sure your words hold real authority with the city administration. We owe it to the general forces that we were able to reclaim a significant cache of Firstloom without incident. Assets Ferox had handed over to the Exaltus, which are, in fact, Forceloom's property. It's quite the haul. Mayor General go way back. He may not be the most charming guy, but he's someone you can count on. I know I'm just a shrewd, profit-minded trader, and I also know there's been some bad blood between you and the Major General. But that doesn't stop me from seeing the potential for us to work together in the future. Someone like you always brings value to the table, so naturally. I'm pleased you made it back in one piece. It's true that certain individuals within Nuclearex, including Mr. Ferox and his team, engaged in unlawful activities with the Exaltus. The shameful and empathetic Mr. Ferox is now in custody, and with the Major General's support, we tracked down his subordinates who escaped into the Hollow. Porcelain makes it clean of any further criminal associations. Sure. Regarding the Soul-Cut Steward rights, while they were created through Ferox's dealings with the Exaltus, I'm not clear on their sacrifice scientific worth. Still, they're made of costly porcelain, so they belong to the company. We'll recover each of the Skura once the Defense Force finishes assessing their risk. Their risk? Yes, Colonel Isolde stated in the report that the Skura could pose an extreme risk, even going so far as to order an evacuation of Light Peninsula for the public safety. It's gotten too dangerous. Looks like it's time for me to leave Wi-Fi Peninsula. Take care of yourself. Ugh, I hate these people. And I have a passion to, not be. These guys sure know how to take it easy, and they're already planning the victory party right after winning. So what exactly is the Defense Force's next move? Next move? There isn't one. The Major General believes the key members of the Exalted have been wiped out, and their base cleared. As far as he's concerned, we've already won. Never thought victory would come so easily. It won't be easy. You've faced the Exaltus more times than anyone, Proxy. Your insights is valuable, but even so, the Obsidian Division can't keep pouring resources into chasing down a minor outlaw group. As for the Obscura, Colonel Isolde is taking our intel, and the risks posed by the sacrifices very seriously. She's already preparing to evacuate the citizens of Whiteway Peninsula. We'll stay on the ground here to protect the civilians until everyone's been evacuated and all the Obscura in the city have been cleared. It's thanks to Isolde's leadership that we're able to locate so many Obscura across the city before the operation began, too. The Colonel know about the risk of the Obscura all along? Since everyone's taking a break, why don't you relax a little too, Proxy? I'm heading back to the camp with the captain. Wanna join us for a bit, Proxy? Despite your doubts, with cheering ringing out through the night all around you, you find yourself taking a brief rest by the firelight with the two soldiers. As Lobo settles in to their quarters, the troops are already preparing to celebrate.
Everyone! The Exaltus, the threat that plagued Waifei Peninsula, have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give up for yourselves, soldiers! Cheer for victory!
I doubt it very much. Cheers guys up and get.
And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Lorenz!
I hate to be that guy, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltus stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltus leaders are still at large. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltus will remain a threat until they're eliminated. Even though Mevarok was severely injured by Yishuan Shifu, and the Exaltus suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Yishuan, High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit. I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently, and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings over the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death...
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
Yeah.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal. I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Senior would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially concluded. Sorry about that, Proxy.
I understand. Obol Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
At Faithin, I have no right to stop moving forward. Excuse me, Mr. Special Envoy. The Colonel wants me to pass a message. Some bigwig from Tops is here to see you. Tops? Don't ask me. About the specifics, you'll have to go and see for yourself. Oh, Damien. I'm filling in with what's
Actually,
doing.
I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltus stock of Porcelain, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge. The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer. And the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunque Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out. A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunque Summit for assistance either. But if it's to keep you safe...
It's all right. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about. It's
Who are
funny.
you?
Most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations. Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if a company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Although he's not really a friend, I do have some understanding of the way Damien does things. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who would never cross the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus. And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Mr. Wise.
Down, the Krampus member turns and walks off with Damien in tow. She may have been small in stature, but her commanding presence nearly overshadowed the disheveled Damien beside her. It's getting late. Let's head back to the tent and get some rest. Roxy! Roxy! It's not time to sleep yet. I came all this way helping the special nighttime operation. Follow us and you'll see, Proxy. Seem to recall he could up behind Orphan and suddenly launch a surprise attack.
Soldier Orphe!
Soldier Orphe!
You two again? Now you have the proxy as an accomplice too?
It's not what it looks like, Orphe. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her rest.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain, or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Excuse me. First of all, my concern for the captain. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh. Then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in.
Shop the lemon-flavored chips. After the mystery trail, they should be becomes the fun just when you're about to open top up.
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the... But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
I trust you, Orphe. Just like you trust Captain Magus. Come to think of it, you and Magus make quite the unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
You can trust me, just like how you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier, here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me. If Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses. At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers. It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long. I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military code name was Magus. The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon.
I knew that was
Even in
it.
death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? Or a curse?
Bro, honestly...
All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life.
Aw, Orphe, you don't...
But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life.
Mm-hmm.
I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky.
Aw.
I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special, you're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person.
That's not true, Orphe.
You all keep telling me, over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe. I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel Squad and you, the cool Proxy. Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations. As a Proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
Thanks. Oh my gosh. There's so much. There's just so much. After a brief signal disruption, communication with the HED is reestablished.
Fairy, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Wise, finally. The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take him out in one strike.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations. So Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Yishan Sufu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Sufu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Wise needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Yishan Sufu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue him quickly. P.S. Stay low-key and avoid any clashes with the defense force.
Aren't you over-exaggerating a little?
We're talking about the safety of Waifei Peninsula here. So what if it's a little exaggerated?
All we can do now is pray that Rinkwei Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now.
Just as you're about to fall asleep, that familiar chirping breaks your peaceful slumber again. That Shifu climbing bird? Chirp, 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 chirp. It didn't sound like din, but strangely, you don't feel afraid. When you come to your senses, you're already being carried high up into the air by bird talons. Your body feels weightless, like a feather drifting in the air one moment, then heavy like a stone sinking in the lake the next. By the time you come back to your senses, you've already arrived. Is this Flaming
I think I just had a dream. Am I still dreaming? Or is this really Suibian Temple?
My disciple, Fufu told me poor Junior Wise is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent, and that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from dear sister is here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation, don't you think?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Wise just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Did Yishuan Shifu use a technique to bring me to Shuibian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Wise. What happened out there that made you call?
That's right. All your seniors are here.
Oh my gosh. To lay out the intel calculated by Fairy along with the accompanying suspicions and speculations for everyone.
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the Defense Force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Wise get some proper rest first.
Wait a second. Thank you. Bell, mirror, bowl, ointment, Cinnabon, bell, mirror, bowl, ointment, I don't have that. Cinnabon. Mirror. Where's the bowl? Yes, you. Oh. Not you. You. I'm still in immersive storytelling. This sucks. When? 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 Right. Oh. Okay. Pause. I need to go use back. Oh, this gosh darn immersive storytelling mode. At least I got to do a few things. Okay. Sure. Catching up with everyone. No choice but to break the rules of engagement and take action. We might need some reinforcements. Gordon finished speaking, an angry shout from outside cuts her off.
Hand over the proxy.
Okay, but couldn't withstand the force of the innovative guests. It creaked open and let them into the courtyard.
I was wondering who would break into Swabian Temple in the middle of the night. Turns out it's soldiers from the Defense Force. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private residences without permission. And my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just come and go as they please.
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of the night and caused a big ruckus. And now she's ready to give you a beating.
Give me a beating?
See, Senior said that if this lady is going to beat you up, you probably won't be able to stop her.
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Wi-Fi Peninsula's support, you probably still couldn't stop me.
High Preceptor Ishwan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation. The person behind you, Faithin, is currently under our protection.
Under your protection? You mean the mayor's envoy whose freedom is now being restricted?
The temporary restriction on the proxy's movement is both to protect military secrets and to ensure the proxy's safety.
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under my protection.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay?
Oh, so the Proxy wasn't kidnapped by Yunquei Summit.
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authorities who took the proxy away, trying to extract military information.
I've never cared about military secrets, only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Eridu.
Well then, Proxy, if you went so far as to defy military orders to contact Yunquei Summit, I trust you must have had a good reason.
Intel and situation requires.
You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real stronghold hidden somewhere in the Hollow?
I can't say I'm completely certain. Not until I enter the Hollow myself and reach those coordinates. But as Guardians of New Eridu, shouldn't Rinquei Summit and the Defense Force investigate? Even if there's only the slightest chance of danger?
Wise, I just received an alert from Barry.
According to real-time Hollow monitoring data, ether activity is rising across the entire Lemnian Hollow. Warning. Ether activity across Lemnian Hollow is approaching record-high levels. Warning. At the current rate of Hollow expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian Hollow will reach the Zenless limit within 1,026 hours.
What's that voice assistant rambling about this time?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the Hollow might just go.
The Exaltus in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltus control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. They've also mastered the technology to manipulate the unique ether. The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably connected to the Exaltus operations.
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the central hub for their final sacrifice.
Exactly. But if we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to decide with a mechanical throat like that?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, you still managed to lose me. So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they are, we wipe them out. That should eliminate the threat, right?
Wow, Captain Magus. You actually understood everything this time. Amazing.
Then let's move out. Opal Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that threatens Wi-Fi Peninsula.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that military orders must never be disobeyed?
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Faithin, who fled all the way into the Hollow with classified military intel.
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have just left it to Yunquei Summit.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. If our superior officers have failed in that duty, then I'll take responsibility myself. Besides, the Obscura still haven't been fully examined. If a sacrifice really did emerge from the boxes, then Defense Force soldiers, and even civilians, would pay dearly.
I understand. My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and fulfill our duty to protect this place.
In that case, the attack plan and the operation start time need to be decided ASAP.
Deploying all of Opal's squad would draw too much attention. We'll need to wait for the right moment. Let's regroup and launch the operation first thing tomorrow morning. All members of the Oval Squad, return to base and get some rest. Tomorrow's probably going to be...
Okay. Is this done? Am I done with storytelling? I think so. Yeah, I'm completed. This is the one that I just did. We're still here, so we can't add stuff. I'll do that thing that's only 9 hours in private, because like off screen, this one I think, and then I'll do everything else tomorrow, because everything else is like 10 days, 4 days, and so on. So this is main kind of situation. Or I can do it now. I'll do it now. I'll do it now, and then I'll go straight to and then I'll do what I need to do. Off we go. As long as it's A or S, it's fine. A or S is fine. A or S is fine. Okay, what do I have to do? Complete stage within 1 minute and 30 seconds. This is all about.
Not over yet! Senior, punch him again!
Right on cue.
Outbound. Oops, I can't really control my strength.
Sound strategy.
Not over yet! Behold, the rendition! Definitely not my type. Going a little harder, Walter.
Guessing I'm not gonna get that thing that I said I was gonna do.
Hope you enjoy.
Probably gonna get a.
Right on cue. I won't back down.
Yeah, probably A rank. Don't care though, frankly. Oh no, it's S. Okay. Five out of 9. Okay, it's complete with 1 minute and 30 seconds. I can try number 1 again, but I don't have my hopes up. That was a pain in the ass, in all honesty.
Maximum firepower!
Fall back. You've exposed your weakness. Yahoo!
Eradication mode activated!
Right on cue. Definitely not my type. Going a little harder won't hurt. It's not over yet. Flip a switch. This one's for you. Sound strategy. Senior, dismantling the enemy is up to us. Looks like there's a second round. Wide open.
There we go. A, probably. Yep. Because it's 139, so it has to be 130 exact. I don't care. I just want the rewards from this stuff. I might not get all that I want, but I'm gonna get the most of it. Yeah, the rest is like non-existent. Don't really care. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna call it a night here, guys. A lot, but everything else is like kind of a situation where it's like I can deal with it tomorrow kind of situation. So, yeah. It's a tomorrow thing. Bye. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna exit out and call it a day. Bye, y'all.